Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Let's Talk. And this one is a little bit of a thinking topic, kind of a Let's Talk kind of video going on here. So, Harada, better known as one of the fathers of the Tekken series and all that. He's always very outspoken on what he says, and he always says what he means what he says. Um, he has been the Tekken 8 network or closed network test has been going on, and Harada has been getting slightly annoyed with people asking about beta codes and this, that, and the other thing. When you have a closed beta test, you're going to have everybody asking for a beta code. The ones that don't get a beta code, they're going to be very up in arms about it. So the tweet reads, for Tekken closed network test, multi-platform crossplay testers, if you are if you are the PC version, if you are on the PC version or your opponent is on the PC version and PC slowdown occurs during the match due to PC specs. So this is something that is definitely something you got to keep in mind if you're going to be playing fighting games or really any game that is competitive online. If you're going to be playing it on the PC, you do have to kind of worry about your PC actually running the game. If you don't want to have to worry about that worry, play on a console, because the console is automatically, everybody's going to be on an equal and level playing field. In the PC landscape, everybody's got a different system, got a different setup, right? There's no one spec for every single PC. So you never know what people are going to be actually running. It's all custom hardware setups, basically. So this is actually a very good point that Harai is getting into of okay, so we can do all this network testing and everything else. But at the end of the day, if somebody's PC isn't up to snuff, it doesn't matter how good our netcode is if we still run into PC problems. So let's see here. So, and the PC slowdown occurs during the match due to PC specs. Both players may experience lag. This lag is not a online issue, which is very true. If the slowdown is caused by your PC specs, please adjust your graphics settings. Also, since there is a UI that checks whether there is a processing failure on your or the other player's PC, we will inform you how to distinguish it. There is a signal icon for the communication status display at the bottom right of the screen during the match, but there is another signal icon to the right of that. If both players are PCs, two will be displayed, one for your opponent and one for you. If you are playing on PS5 or Xbox and your opponent is on the PC, only the opponent's icon is displayed. All right, so then we have this image here that Harada attached with this. So the first one, neither you nor your opponent's PC is slowing down. So both of the little icon images right there they're both green. That's that'd be that both the PCs are running at full spec. You can see one rollback frame. So this is absolutely showing that Tekken is running on rollback netcode. Which again too, we've had the first weekends. I have not had hands on with Tekken 8, so I'm just going off of what Harada is saying here. But we have 20 ping, delay frame 0, 1 rollback frame. So if your PC has not occurred any problems, but your opponent's PC slowed down, or the slowdown has happened on your opponent's PC, the color of the icon on the left is green, so player 1 and player 2 basically, and the color on the right is red. So if the game spots any slowdown whatsoever at all, I mean, hell, you can gauge your own PC also. If your own PC is having any problems where you're going to have some FPS drop or anything, or so this wouldn't be networking issue. This would be the networking issue over here right next to it. But yeah, it's it's kind of a good thing to have on there. So basically, player 1, player 2, if either one of them are in the red, then you're experiencing slowdown on the PC. Adjust your graphics settings. So if there is a block list, so this just gives you one extra reason to use the block list, really, if there is a block list in Tekken 8. Again, I haven't had hands on with it. I don't know. I'm waiting for an open beta to happen. But if you are fighting against somebody and they start having the red hit on their ends, and that your PC is up and running because it's green, and if both players are not agreeing in the matchup, then that gives you a possible reason. And like the rollback frames are through the roof or something. Maybe add them to a block list, blacklist them, whatever it's called on Tekken 8. If there is something on Tekken 8, I'm thinking there probably is. Um, Definitely you want to be on the lookout for using those settings. So this is just like, it's a very good thing that Harada is saying. And again, like you have to keep this in mind if you're competing, especially if you're competing in the PC landscape, whether it's a shooter, whether it's a fighting game, whether it's whatever. If there is competition in online play, PvP, and you want to have the best possible outcome in the matchup, then you better damn sure be running a graphics benchmark test to make sure that no matter how much particle effects, no matter what the lighting is happening, no matter what is happening in the background, water or groundbreaking or whatever the case may be, that your PC, your system can handle it. Especially, you might want to keep this in mind if you are coming from the consoles over to PC for Tekken 8, or maybe you started up run the PC for Street Fighter 6 or something, or you're thinking about doing like Mortal Kombat 1. Any one of the fighting games, it's the same thing. So, say you're playing a shooting game online or whatever. Again, same thing there too. Always bring up your some kind of a FPS counter and make sure that it is running very stably at hopefully a 60 FPS, because that's usually what games run optimally online with. When you're on console, that's pretty much what most games run normally, is 60 FPS. Unless you're doing something, so like Fortnite is one example, or Rainbow Six Siege used to do this. So Call of Duty would be one example of it running at 60 FPS. But I do believe you can also run it at 120 online too. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure you can. I do know that like Fortnite and Rainbow Six Siege, you could actually run those at 120 FPS online. So again, just make sure that the frame rate is stable and is locked in when you go online, and you shouldn't have any problems. But there's just is a very interesting thing that is in Tekken that I wanted to highlight, is that if both of these meters are not green, then there's a problem in the matchup, and it's not connection wise. Like everybody always goes to, well, the netcode ain't working, there's lag and the servers are absolute not working right or whatever. Well, it might also be a PC specs thing. Even and again too, like Haraz saying about this, is even if you are on the console, still keep an eye out for this, because if you're playing crossplay against somebody on the PC and their PC is not up to snuff, and you start seeing that red light go off, well, again, that's just another reason why to use that block list. So yeah, definitely an interesting thing to keep in mind, to think about. Just something I wanted to again highlight. And that's I think that's all I got for Tekken 8 for right now, because again, I don't have hands on with it. I wish I did. I wish I could be posting up some match footage, but I didn't get into the beta, and so it's like another one of these situations where it's like, well, yeah, just gotta wait until the open beta happens. But anyways, if you found anything interesting in this video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff, and I'll be back very soon with more Let's Talk videos. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for stopping by, and as always, I will see you next time.